there, my muscle-banded friend. There's a nest of Wigman's men just here. We're going to pick it clean.
Every last one.
The fewer lice in the bush, the less itchy the pussycat. That's how I see it.
How did you come to join Zoma's army?
I'd been in England for ages before Guthrum, Ivar, Ubba, smuggling under the eyes of Saxons and Danes alike. I lied, stole, had my nose broken. Life wasn't easy, but it taught me how to bear the pain. I just laughed it away. When Soma took me in, she saw more than a smuggler in me. I was useful to something greater than myself. Useful to her vision.
In a world where few saw you as worthy of trust, she's one who did.
Right. And I love that about her. I love everything about her.
What do you think of Soma's other warriors? Galen and Leif?
Oh, Leif's got that raw animal pull. Every time I see him, I want him to climb me like a tree and nest in my armpits. He brays about being honorable, but I've never met a man of honor who starts a fire just to be praised for putting it out. And Galen, he broods like it's an art form. He's got this self-importance that is just so charming.
We could talk all day, but these Saxons may fly from their nest.
You and I should take a closer look. My men will hang back and come running if things go sideways. Fighting beside you should bring a thrill. Happy I can see it up close.
Don't get too close. I might black your eye or bruise your head.
You'd lose your elbow before the bruises showed.
The guards here are vigilant.
We have this!
that's all of them.
Ah, the solitude of after.
You fought very well, Björna.
Is that how you flirt, Eivor?
Is that how I what?
Easy now, Drengir. I'll see you back in Grand Bridge.
Soma is just cursed with bad luck.
Soma has only ever pleased the gods. Deserting her now, breaking your oath, that is what will bring us ill luck. Eivor, I am honored you have joined us.
What's your plan here?
All the Shire support Soma's ruling the city. These hamlets do not. They're feeding and outfitting Wigmund's army. So we will burn their homes, quick and devastating, like the thunderclaps of Thor.
How did you come to be in Soma's clan?
A vision from a Volva set me on this path. It pricked my mind like a splinter, then faded. But I wanted more. For months, years, I ate only henbane, mushrooms, sacred plants, hoping to see something new. But my body dwindled. I lived addled, maddened, a wanderer, taken in by Saxons and spat out. Again and again, until Soma found me, naked and alone in the fens. She clothed and cared for me, humbled as I was. I owe her my life.
Visions can be strange and powerful. What did you see?
I was climbing a mountain, a lion and a snake upon my back, weighing me down. I struggled. Then Soma appeared, and she eased my burden. When we reached the peak, there was hardly enough room to stand. On a point like the tip of a blade, we teetered there, gripping one another, tightly. I know it can seem distant, obsessed, but the gods are with us always. I see it as my duty to shelter Soma from their ire.
What do you think of the others? Leif and Björna?
Leif. He's a talented sailor, if a little enthusiastic. And Björna, well, Björna thinks of life as a grand joke. She was a smuggler when Soma pulled her from the muck, making a living on lies. Björna is part of my clan, and I will fight beside her, irreverent as she is. But she has no care for her destiny.
I'm eager to start throwing torches.
Now let's rid these hamlets of Wigmund's rats. Light your torches and set your arrow tips ablaze, Eivor. Red enemy of the branch will make quick work of this place.
We are a curse visited upon them all!
Leave no house unburned.
This is what they get for helping Rand Grand Bridge from Soma.
For licking Alderman Wigmund's boots.
We should be resident! Flee on the wheels!
smell of burning roof thatch and a heady turf fire. Now that was something. Wickman is sure to take notice.
You stamped and roared like a fiery Surtur himself, marching through the flames of Muspelheim. I'll see you back home, Drengar.
You'll get nothing out of me. Nothing!
Insects like... Eivor, the plan worked. One of Wigman's captains caught him sniffing around Euroli Ponte. Remember, you don't need to kill him. Have fun. I'll be planning our next move in the Longhouse.
Little boy, where is your daddy hiding?
Godless heathens. Grambridge is a province of Lord Wigman of Walden. The city is rightfully his.
Poor soldier. Doesn't know what heathens do to men of God like him. Hasn't heard the stories, it seems.
We can educate him. Look at those ham hands. Could make a nice pair of gloves.
And his heart, a heart that beats in a lad like this? Feed a family of 6 for a week.
Let's cut his throat now and water the orchards with his blood.
Oh, sweet lord, no, no, no. He's on the Isle of Ely, Ealdorman Wigmund, in the monastery, I swear.
Thought that would take till the next morn. Let's tie him up and let him rot away.
Oh, fucking Dane half-wits. The Lord will smite you from this land, all of you. May God have mercy on... Ah!
That home-thieving snake might have cast a curse on us. I couldn't risk it.
Christians don't curse.
Wickman's on the Isle of Ely. I'll tell Soma what we've learned.
What's wrong with you?
Think you can swill with the best? What are you doing?
Eivor, what did Wigman's little man have to tell us?
Wickman is at the monastery on the Isle of Ely.
Hiding among the church mice. I'll need to plan our attack. But I won't face him while the traitor he commands is still under my roof. So what have you learned?
Vienna used to be a smuggler, hardly an honorable life.
There is honor among even the lowliest of men. Danes know that better than most.
I found an empty barrel of yellow paint beside a longboat launch. Yellow paint was used to mark a boat the night of the attack.
An odd time for a fresh coat of paint. But that's his work, is it not?
Leaf told me his yellow paint had been stolen.
Yellow is a troublesome color to make. He was upset when his stores were stolen.
Leaf disagrees with how you run Grantbridge.
This city thrives under me, as a bustling port for his longships, for instance.
Leaf wishes he had stepped up to lead, and to be where you are now.
Leaf has a celebrated place in my clan. As a shipbuilder, he is without peer, and he knows I know this.
Garland puts his visions above everything, to the point of fanaticism.
Visions are like clouds. Each person sees a different meaning in the shape, and Garland sees an important meaning.
Garland told me he was near death when you found him and saved his life.
Yes, people thought him cursed. He was adrift in deep water. But don't we all deserve a guide back to the shallows?
That's all the evidence I think we need.
You've been thorough. Who is the traitor?
I need more time to think.
Of course. Feel free to search the Shire for clues, and speak to anyone you wish.
I have an iron stomach and a powerful thirst. I'll take on all.
follow Fanisilos from Manu.
Well, you're not the regular sunbeam I've come to know. Something weighing on you?
I was wondering on a few things. You were a smuggler. Some would say that's not a trustworthy past.
And water is wet, what a surprise. I'm an opportunist. I see a chance, I take it. It's helped Soma so far. She knows what I am, what I was. But she trusts me. Who would better know the difference between a joke and the truth?
What happened the night of the attack?
The people were at peace. A beautiful night, fog and all. Then came the Saxons all around. And Soma roaring like a great bear. When she called a retreat, we ran for the longboats, aiming to regroup in the swamps. It was an ambush, no more, no less.
Birna, Grand Bridge was not taken by fluke. Someone showed the Saxons the Longhouse Tunnel. Never mind. Someone in the city led the Saxons through the Longhouse Tunnel. When the fighting started, where were you?
Drinking with my warriors in the Longhouse. When the Saxons came, I fought. I couldn't have shown anyone the tunnel. Eyes were on me all day and night.
Eivor, this is a surprise.
I was wondering. Did you see anything odd when the attack began?
I did. I saw a wave of Saxons appear in the heart of Grand Bridge, as if by magic. Odd as wings on an eel. I fought ragged to the brink of death from one night to the next. You saw the end of it. Wolves almost took me.
Why were you at death's door when Soma found you?
I left my clan to pursue my vision. I don't remember much. The sacred plants addled my memory, but I was hungry for more visions. You may not understand, but Soma does. She knows the gods have a plan for me, and that following it is worth any risk.
The visions you've had about you and Soma, how do you interpret them?
A piercing question. I believe it means that Soma will lead me to greatness, however difficult. That she is linked to my destiny.
I'm trying to find who betrayed Soma to the Saxons. I could use your help.
I wish I could help. The night of the attack, I was meditating on the shore, far from prying eyes. I was alone that night. And until Saxons appeared, I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. I hope that's enough. You return.
I was wondering. I should be going.
Eivor, you look like the wind has flecked your sails. What's going on?
I was wondering. You told me you often disagree with Soma's orders.
I do, but I follow them. It's my duty to this clan, to my Jarl's Kona. A man's honor comes from his acts, not his wishes.
You said your yellow paint was stolen before the attack.
Aye, and yellow is not an easy pigment to mix, let alone acquire. I was furious it was stolen.
I found your yellow paint barrel near the river.
Did you? It was stolen from my workshop not long ago.
I found it on the riverbank. It was empty. How did you feel when Guthrum named Soma the steward of Grandbridge, and not you?
If being honorable were easy, we would have no evil men. It is something I wanted, sure. But I'm a man of honor, above all.
How did the night of the attack play out from your view?
I was working in the shipyards. Next thing I knew, the city was burning from the inside. Then Soma led our retreat.
Leave. Someone showed the Saxons the Longhouse Tunnel. Where were you when the attack started? What were you doing?
When the fighting started, I was in my workshop, decorating a sail for our allies in Grimsby. Without my yellow paint. By the time Soma gathered me to retreat, the city was under attack from within. I was nowhere near the tunnel. Nowhere.
Sigling að því að leita fugla
Thor himself couldn't outdrink me.
Did you find enough clues around Grandbridgeshire? Are you ready to choose the traitor?
Vietna was drinking in the Longhouse when the attack began. Others can attest to that.
Hardly the behavior of someone expecting an attack.
Leif told me he was working in his shipyard the night of the attack.
The shipyard is exposed and far from the tunnel entrance. Not the ideal man to lead Saxons into the city.
Garlin had no alibi. No one can place his location on the night of the attack.
He's an odd one, that man. But he is a man, not a toddler. He doesn't need a constant watch.
That's all the evidence I think we need.
You've been thorough. Who is the traitor?
Garlin betrayed you.
Are you certain? This will be the hardest thing I have ever done. Stay close by me, Eivor. I will need you.
How do you plan to deal with this?
As a leader must. My family, my inner circle. Today we make sure what has happened to us will never happen again. We end Wigmund's life. But not all together. For you cannot survive the winter with a rat in your larder. Galen. You have betrayed me, Galen.
I haven't! Soma, you're the key to my life. You must lead me to my destiny. Carry me to the summit of victory.
Do not warp what is real with the stories you tell yourself. I have seen no signs of your destiny. What I have seen is my people slaughtered, my city befouled, and your delusions fueling the destruction. How dare you think your destiny, your greatness, outweighed all of ours? He believed too much in fate, and not enough in us. Take him away. I feel as if I have torn off my own arm.
Wigmund deserves death, but killing him won't make your family whole again.
You think I don't know? This is for those who follow. To join me is to take an oath. To break it is to suffer. We make camp on the outskirts of the Isle of Ely. Join us there.
She carries the weight of leadership on one shoulder and the bonds of her people on the other. Now that she's lost one, she walks lopsided. It will take years of toil to rebuild those bonds with her people. Yet she is unburdened now. Lighter. She's a leader, not a friend, Eivor. Her mistake was thinking she could be both.
Come on, I need a challenger!
Traitor is lost in hell by now.
They will have the lost souls of the dead to answer to.
Soma.
Eivor, you're still with me through all this. Do not think I'll forget.
We all need someone in dark times. Now let's collect Wigmund's head.
Good. At the first sign of trouble, my crew will jump in. Hiding. At the summit of the hill, I can smell him.
I hope he likes the view. It's the last he'll ever see.
Lightning tingles my blood, Eivor. I hear the voices of my slaughtered people on the air, calling Wigmund's name.
He doesn't leave this monastery alive.
I am going to skin him alive.
Wigmund, probably cowering within the monastery.
Handed me Grantbridge on a plate, and you dirty churls lost it for me! Stop the heathen! Raider! Vikinger! Stop him! He means to erase me, to banish me from your minds. Fight in my name. Die for me. Die for me.
That is no way to call for sacrifices. Their lives for yours. Is that how it works?
Their lives meant nothing. No land, no riches, no titles. But my name will live on.
The reputation of a good man never dies. But your name will soon be a curse.
So be it. The riches I had in life gave me power. To curse me from beyond the grave gives me still more. Though I die, my order lives on elsewhere, everywhere. Yield to us. Give us what we are owed. The trade, the riches, the legacy, all of it. Yield! Yield! Yield!
If your hell is real, I'm glad you'll get to see it.
We should return to camp. Before I let go, burn this heap to the ground. Going forward, I must take care. Houses can be built anew. Crops will return with time, but trust, that will take long.
But you have a new friend and ally in me and my clan, Soma. The end of the storm is in sight.
I know. It's just... it's difficult to see that end when you're still in the storm's eye. Eivor, you've been a guiding light. Calling out Galinn like that, exposing his treachery, made me sick with a quiet terror.
I would have done the same in your position.
That is calming to hear. Which reminds me. I have this for you. Keep it, knowing you have my highest respect, regard, and trust. My army is yours, should you need it.
Soma Jarlskona, my deepest thanks.
And there's something else. As we prepared our assault, Birna had a word with me. We came to a sort of understanding. It may be best if she tells you herself. Until next time, Eivor of the Raven Clan. I hope we will see you in Grantebridge soon.
Eivor!
Birna, you struck quite a victory today.
Don't undercut your own ferocity, Drengir. It was your blade leading the charge. You are indeed something to behold.
We all fought hard. And now Grantebridge is yours. You have your home once again.
Soon merchants and priests and reeves will run loose in its streets. All of its muddy charms will dwindle. Besides, with no room for me in Soma's heart, my home burned away in a quiet little house fire. Her priority is Grantebridge and the people in it. That is noble, and beyond what I will ever understand. So I've decided I'm of better use elsewhere. With you. In your crew.
You want to live with the Raven Clan?
And sail and raid with you. If you'll have me. Look at this. Who wouldn't?
I'll be happy to have you, Drenga.
A relief to these ears. I've already packed my bags.
Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randvi. Let's tell her the good news.
Use your tongue, or I will feed it to you!
You really think fighting can compare to sagas, to true poetry?
Compare? I think it conquers it.
Greetings.
We are allied with the Danes of Grantebridge Shire. Their Jarlskona, Soma, has pledged an oath.
Well done, Eivor. These early victories will pay off well.
They will. In more than one way. One of Soma's finest fighters, Birna, has pledged her blade to us. She's a powerful fighter and a charming spirit. I think she'll fit in nicely.
Glad to have her. Good work. At one time, the title Jarl referred to a man second only to the king. But that use has softened. Now a Jarl may be a chief, a leader, or a man with broad wealth and influence.
The world is bigger now, and broken into many pieces. It seems our language must do the same to keep up.
An interesting thought.
Chill, Bed. Your father sent you here to learn, not teach.
Then you must start, Eivor. Give us a summary of our recent gains, for instance. The clan is thirsty for knowledge.
You want me to give a speech? Right. My friends, hearken to me, and hear a tale of triumph and toil. I have traveled far since we landed, and seen much on the roads and fields of this new England. And for all my travels, strong alliances have we gained. The Honorable Ceolwulf, King of Mercia, now calls us friend. And to the south, Soma Jarlskona and the Danes of Grantebridge have pledged their oaths to us. By Sigurd's hand and my own, we have strengthened the ties of...
You see to yourself as Sigurd's equal in these tales of yours. Would Sigurd do the same if he were here?
I do not claim to be Sigurd's equal, but I will not shy from the triumphs I have fairly won, Dag. Let glory seek and find those who have earned it. If that means me, so be it. If that means you, any of you, all the better. And so I raise my horn. First to Sigurd, may he return to us soon. And to the Raven clan, the best of friends and fighters.
To Sigurd!
To Sigurd! May he return and relieve us of you!
And may all of you enjoy the ale as much as Dag has. Skull!
You think me drunk, Eivor? Would it soften my blows if I was?
Your words are blunt enough, but it would explain your boldness.
My eyes are clear and open, and I see before me one eager to claim a piece of Sigurd's glory.
All you say is nonsense, Dag. Have I done something to raise your ire?
Just as I thought. You're...
Attackers from the river! They look to be Danes!
Danes? How many?
Too many. Now come, the battle roars already.
Bloody curse! What quarrel have Danes with us?
Those who can fight, take up your weapons. All others stay here. With me! Does this stir your thirst for battle, Randri? Is that the last of them?
The rivers are clear. If more were coming, they thought better of it.
By their colors and markings, I believe they come from Geatland. But with none left alive to spill their secrets, we may never know why.
Here is one! This vermin was crawling to the river, hoping to float away.
Have mercy, friend. And you may find an ally with us.
Mercy is earned by the quickness of your tongue. Where do you come from, and what is your quarrel with us?
We are settled in East Anglia. Newly arrived and hungry for silver.
You drifted off course. This is Mercia.
As we were ordered.
By whom?
You bore me.
Useless hound! Scratching your ass in search of silver! Put an end to this one!
Your silence earned you no kindness, Geet. So I'll ask you once more. Who sent you?
The wind sent us. and the rivers will take us home.
He begs for death, Eivor! Give it to him!
Or send him home with a warning. Let him tell his people what death awaits them, should they sail this way again.
May there be one who mourns you at home, for we will not.
Eivor, I could have sent my scouts to follow him home. We might have learned something.
The price of such disrespect is death, Randvi.
Just as Sigurd would have done.
I cannot devise a strategy if my advice is ignored.
To let that man live would announce to the world that we are soft and cowardly. Now these wayward Danes know to fear us.
Forgive my haste, Randvi, but Dag is right.
For once you see clearly. I beg the gods that it continues.
We should clean this mess and move the bodies from the camp.
Agreed. Then we talk of our next steps, together. Looks like I have a new letter.